We're going to be learning by using ourselves as a case. People learn best, particularly areas of practice, from experience. You can't learn to be a camera person by just reading a book. You can't learn to drive a car by reading about it. You have to finally get behind a car or get behind a camera. So it's the doing of things that enables people to learn and to make it real, so that it begins to get into their heart and their mind and their body, and they know how to operate differently. And leadership itself is a practice. We're not just studying leadership as an academic subject. You're all here from around the world because you want to be better at being able to make a difference in the world in some way. Perhaps at the micro context of a neighborhood or a family or a set of communities, or maybe at a more macro context in terms of your region or your state or your nation, or maybe an issue that falls across boundaries, like trade or environment or poverty, so forth, human rights. So it turns out that people generally have always, throughout human history, learned practice by doing, by apprenticing themselves, or just through the experiencing of life. Now, the way I try to make that real for my own students is to have developed teaching methods to help people learn from their own experience. First of all, I want you to learn from your own past experience. If you could capture lessons from your own case material and begin to see new options for how you could have operated differently if you had only thought about it or known better at the time, those lessons will tend to stick with you. They'll stick with you more than if we were to present you with somebody else's case, like a pre-prepared case, like a Harvard Business School or a management case. If you can learn from your own cases and help each other learn from each other's cases, I think those lessons are much more likely to be transferable into your future work lives. So we're going to be drawing on your own cases, and that means that over the course, we want you to be thinking in the back of your mind about the case that you brought. And we will have some dedicated time for you to discuss some of these cases, your cases with each other. But primarily, I want you to keep that case in mind so that as I begin to present to you abstract ideas, concepts, you can be testing out, do these ideas help me see things a little bit differently? And I think we will really have succeeded if you see some new options,